Hi, I'm Andy Thorpe of Elite Pro Golf, and today I'm reviewing the new Titleist AVX golf ball. This is a new golf ball for Titleist. It's been released in July, and it sits alongside the ProV1 and the ProV1x. So the name AVX stands for alternative to V or X. So Titleist are saying it spins less, it flies lower, and it's going to feel a lot softer than ProV1 or ProV1x. So we're going to test it out. I'm going to hit some shots with a lob wedge, a 7-iron, and some drives. I'm going to hit some chip shots, hit some putts. We'll see what it feels like and see what the numbers say. So let's have a look at the numbers with the lob wedge and half shots. As you'd expect, the yardage is very similar. Yeah, flying pretty much identical yardage. ProV1 and ProV1x are pretty much spinning the same actually. But look at that, the AVX is spinning 7-1, so less, yeah, more than 10% difference. Quite surprised with that. It'd be interesting to see what it's like with the other clubs and around the green. Right, now some 7-irons. So, let's take a look at the 7-iron numbers. Ball speed and carry distance between 158 and 160, so it's almost identical with all three balls. So is the launch. AVX slightly higher, but at 21 degrees compared to 20, no real difference there. The X is spinning the most at 6.6, as you'd expect. ProV1 is next at 6.1, so what's that, 500 difference between the two. But then AVX at 5.3, that's really surprised me actually. I didn't think that's quite low. It's certainly too low for myself. But yeah, so as you can see, real difference. 5.3 compared to 6.1 to 6.6. Yeah, does what it says. Right, let's go and have a look at some chip shots. So I've hit some balls in the studio with wedges and 7-irons. Now I'm going to hit some chip shots, see how the ball feels around the green, see if I notice any difference between the new ball, the ProV1 and the ProVX, and generally just hit some shots and see how it feels. Obviously Titleist is saying it's going to feel a lot softer, play a lot softer, spin a little bit less. Probably you're going to see that more with driver and maybe 7-iron and pitch shots, but just going to have a play and see how they go. So I've chipped a few, pitched a few. It feels a bit softer, certainly sounds a lot softer than normal ProV or ProV1x. I'm now going to go back, I think I've recovered a little bit, go and hit some drivers, get some numbers, then have a look through and see what it does compared to the other two. Again, Titleist is saying it spins less, launches lower, and feels a lot softer. It certainly feels a lot softer when you're hitting it, certainly with full shots with a 7-iron and a wedge. Chipping around the greens, it sounds a lot softer. Obviously that's how we kind of determine feel with golf balls. Certainly sounds softer, feels good, but you'd expect that from a Titleist premium ball. Yeah, I look forward to hitting some drivers. So let's have a look. So the numbers are a lot closer together. Bear in mind, when there's less loft, there's going to be less spin overall, so you're probably not going to see as big a difference with the driver numbers. But the AVX is spinning the least, but it is going the shortest, but only just, but it's 252 carry compared to 259 with an X. The flight is a bit lower, launching slightly lower, and it's spinning less overall. For me, it's going to be quite a lot lower flight. Great if you hit it high already and launch it quite high and looking to take some spin off. Obviously, it would work. Overall, there's not a huge difference with driver, but you probably wouldn't expect to see a huge difference. Again, with less loft, the ball's going to spin a lot less. So the numbers are always going to be a little bit closer together, but yeah, it does what it says. It's spinning the least out of the three. So that's the review done for the Titleist AVX golf ball, which will be available in July. A couple of points to consider. It's available in yellow. The first time Titleist have done a tour performing ball in yellow. So if you're into different colours, great. Will people be using it on tour this year? I would think not. It's unlikely players are going to change mid-season. However, if they're looking for a ball that's going to spin a lot less, maybe things Open Championship, they might put it in the bag for then. But I think that's going to be more next year when we see it validated on tour and regularly in players' bags. Is this ball for you? It's certainly worth trying if you're looking for a lower flight, looking to spin the ball a bit less and really enjoy that soft feel. Like, it felt great when I was putting and chipping with it. It feels really, really soft. For myself, it doesn't quite spin enough, certainly with driver. I don't spin the ball a lot with driver anyway, so it probably just spins that little bit too, not quite enough for me. I'm not going to get the flight on it I need, but that's my personal preference. So that would be where we would do a ball fitting, find out what would suit your game, and obviously what your personal preference are to match your needs as well. I hope you've enjoyed the review. If so, like the video, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you all soon.